Hey guys, it is Team Data Busters here, and today we are here to tell you all about our findings from the data provided by Service Express.
This data was very interesting. It showed us all kinds of diverse points of views surrounding how this company is managed. Initially, we were short-sighted with the information, but the further we dived deeper into it, the more we found how quintessential the information was.
Our first set of information is about the amount of contracts started per headquarters state. We decided to present this one first because we needed context before showing the other further data.
Yeah, this data showed us that the maximum amount of contracts was the pink one, or rather Michigan, which had a contract amount of 74 contracts, which was 13.99% of the overall data in this set.
This maximum of this graph shows us that the customer base is mainly here in Michigan. It's also shortly followed by Ohio with an amount of 63 contracts, which is 11.91% out of the overall headquarters states. This shows us the trend that the customer base is mainly in the Midwest.
Now we could show the parallel by showing who would be helping the customers, that is, the engineers. This data will help us determine which cities need more engineers. For example, the city with the least amount of engineers is tied with the amount of 8,009 engineers between Elgin, Northlake, and Schaumburg.
Perhaps we should allocate less engineers to Columbus with its 233,557 engineers and locate them to those three smaller cities instead. That is just based on our interpretation from the outside though. It could very well just be how the resources needed were allocated.
So now that we know about our customer base and engineer base, we can now use the other data to conclude something greater through efficiency of their work. Based on averages of drive times and labor times, we can deduce if it is worth the engineer's time to go to that site.
That is, to spend time driving to an assigned location compared to the average amount of time spent there. We think that in some cases it was efficient, because there were quite a few states such as Georgia, California, and Minnesota, to name a few, that had a lot less drive time compared to labor time. This shows these states' engineers made more money at the repair sites rather than losing money from driving necessities, such as gas money.
Now let's talk about the equipment used and what the costs are. By using the identification serial number of the equipment, we were able to see that there were a lot of parts that had the same prices in the $10 range, telling us that those parts are more common.
Overall, the data that we analyzed lets us conclude that the customers are mainly in the Midwest, the engineers are not wasting time and money, and their equipment is commonly cheaper.
We love data!
Okay, see ya, bye!